Hello, my name is Jana. Normally I live in a forest, but today I'm in Moscow, beautiful city of Moscow, and it's the last video of the year. I'm going to share some of my plans and goals and ideas and intentions. It's complicated because I've noticed that as soon as I share an idea for a project or a plan or something like that, it's most likely doomed to fail because it looks like I get enough good feelings from just the act of sharing my ideas that I kind of give up on the project after that. And maybe I'm just over planning and stretching myself too thin. I tend to say what I'm going to do and then not do that. That's a problem. I think that it's not only my problem, it's a problem for a lot of people. And it taught me a valuable lesson. I know how to fail in public quite well, so I'm not really afraid to do this again and push my luck. So let's begin. First of all, I'm not going to plan the whole year. I've done that before. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So I'm only going to plan the first quarter. It's a lot of time, but it's more than a month because a month is a little bit too little. I'm going to plan for a quarter. I bought the book. Where is it? Here it is. The 12-week year. I'm pretty sure that I listened to an audiobook or something some time ago, but it's always good to refresh. That's my plan for this week. The plan generally for this week is to plan the quarter. About a month ago, I did a video where I talked about cyclic planning. It was a part of my daily December. And according to cyclic planning, the first day of the quarter is actually today. The first quarter, it's 29th of December, because today is Monday, it's the last Monday of the year, and, well, it doesn't matter. Today is the time that we start the first quarter, and I'm going to do my planning now because I didn't do it before, but I'm going to borrow some of the planning that I did a month ago, and it's going to be still relevant because I didn't do anything. And I think I'm getting a little bit more clever with my planning. At least that's the hope. And I'm not going to try and lose weight, write a book, finish a course. I'm not going to start dating. I'm not going to build a house. I'm not going to go on an adventure and explore life. I'm not going to try and pick up a new language. Not this quarter. Those are nice things, and theoretically I could maybe want to do them someday, maybe, I don't know. But this quarter we're not doing that, at least not on purpose. Maybe accidentally, if inspiration strikes, I'm not going to stop myself from writing a novel, but I'm not going to intentionally push myself in that direction, if that makes sense. So my one singular, it's never one singular focus. My main focus is going to be, I'm going to try and build a business. I'm not going to do it on YouTube. Well, our relationship shouldn't be compromised. I don't want to sell anything to you. I'm going to try and sell things to other people. And I'm not going to try and grow YouTube like that. I'm going to build a business elsewhere and report on the results to you because I think that it might be interesting. I don't know what happens. Maybe I'm going to fail spectacularly, but I want to give it an honest try because so far I've been half-assing it. And maybe if I get some time to collect my thoughts, maybe it's going to work out. In Russia we have a lot of long winter holidays from the 31st of December to 11th of January, like in this year, we get off, so nobody works. And usually I drive myself to the edge of a nervous breakdown trying to clean and plan and do all the things that I didn't do all year. And I don't want to do that this time. So when I do my planning this week, I'm going to try and include some rest into my time. But I also want to use this time wisely and try and make some progress on my business idea. If you don't know, I have an idea that I'm going to make sewing patterns for small EPP projects and sell them to unsuspecting Russians, because EPP isn't very well known in Russia, so I think that people are going to be interested. Yeah, but that means that if I'm trying to focus all of my attention on one thing, and that thing is not YouTube, that means that my YouTube is going to take a backseat. And this year, YouTube was my kind of main thing. It wasn't completely intentional, it just happened. But I was trying to provide quantity. So at least one video a week is a quantity kind of measure. Next year I'm going to try and make it a little bit more about quality. So we're going to aim at least one video every 2 weeks. But I want to make them better. I think that sometimes I'm going to have a short idea, like a sit-down video. I'm going to slip them in between. But project videos are going to be spaced out, and I think it's going to make them better, because I'm going to have a little bit more time to sit down and do things. On yesterday's video I had a lot of wonderful comments and I enjoyed them thoroughly, but there was a theme like EPP is very interesting and important, and I don't want to give up on EPP. I will never give up on EPP. EPP is something that makes my life fuller. I enjoy it a lot, so it's not going anywhere, but it takes a lot of time. So I cannot make a lot of big projects with EPP, naturally. Nobody can, because it takes time. So in order to make more interesting projects, I'm going to have to take some time. We'll see how it goes. We're only planning for this quarter so far. And I'm hoping that I'm not giving up on YouTube. I enjoy it too much. It gives me a sense of purpose. It gives me drive. It gives me a sense of community. I really like it. So it's not going anywhere. I'll see what happens. But for now, the plan is it's going to be a little bit more quality over quantity. What else? I have a list. I have a list of things that I was going to say. In terms of YouTube, also, I have a lot of ideas. I have more ideas than I have time to make them. Sometimes those ideas are not about quilting at all. Sometimes you just have to talk through some things. And next video, this Sunday, is going to be about memory keeping, about photography. And I think I have an interesting idea that I want to share. Honestly, I started making the videos several days ago, but I did it with my trusty method of just sitting in front of the camera and trying to speak. And it turns out that it was 2 videos instead of 1, too much information, so I had to kind of put it on a back burner. I'm going to make it in the beginning of January, because I think that it's going to be a perfect time to think about memory keeping. I really enjoyed reading all the comments from yesterday's video. It's nice to meet you all, and I hope that we're going to be friends. And yeah, I take suggestions. And I'm going to definitely do more English paper piecing things. English paper piecing blew my mind at some point. I thought, like, I can do anything. Anything is possible with this technique. But I kind of stick to the classics for now. But I think that a lot of really cool things can be done with EPP. I didn't go really deep into the weeds of that. But it's so beautiful, it's so good. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be front and center on the channel forever. But I'm going to throw in other things here and there, because who cares about consistency? I surely don't. Okay. Now I have an office party to attend, and I don't want to go, but I'm still going to go because I live in a forest and I need to see people from time to time. I hope to. I hope that you're well. I hope that you have the most amazing New Year's. I hope that everybody around you is doing well. I wish you all the best in the world, and I'll see you next year. We'll talk about photography.